Are you considering a move to the San Francisco Bay Area and wondering about San Ramon, California? Maybe San Francisco is a little bit too crazy expensive for you. You need a little bit more room. Those prices are out of control. The homeless is out of control. Or maybe even San Jose might be a little bit crazy and out of control for you. Less homeless, but crazier prices. Well, San Ramon is a great option because it is a hop, skip, and away to San Jose and also super close to San Francisco and way more affordable. So today's video, we're going to be talking about all the pros that you need to know about living in San Ramon and a map tour of what it's like living out this way. So stay tuned. What's up, everyone? This is Rachel Capel, realtor in the East Bay area. If you're considering a move to the San Francisco Bay Area, this is the channel for you. We're going over what it's like living, playing, having fun, relocating, all the do's and don'ts of being in the San Francisco Bay Area. And if you want to know that stuff, make sure to subscribe, click the like buttons, and get notified every single week when we have new videos coming out to inform you of what you should know before heading on over here. Big shout out to those people that have been asking questions, commenting, and leaving things for us to consider and also shoot videos on. We love it. Keep them coming. We love the banter. We even love the negativity because you know what? I got words for negativity. So keep them coming. We love it, and we love helping families relocate and enjoy this beautiful, sunny, gorgeous state of San Francisco Bay Area and sunny California. And even though there are negatives, there's always positives. So we got you covered when coming on over here. All right, so let's get into this video. All the things that you need to know before you come on over and consider moving or relocating to the San Ramon, California area. Let's get to it. All right, so let's get into this video, what you need to know about San Ramon before coming on over here if you're thinking to relocate. So as you can see here, San Ramon is this little section on the 680, and it is just east of San Francisco and Oakland. So these are the two major airports that you would fly into if you're going to come into San Ramon. You could also do San Jose's airport as well. So let's take a look and just kind of give you an idea of how far away it is to San Francisco Airport. It's basically 42.3 miles. You can see right here. And at this time, it's 2:38. So there's kind of not a lot of traffic, but it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. So just something to take note of. And obviously, if you're going into Oakland, which is right here, it'll probably a little maybe 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes without any traffic. So something to notate if you're flying in here. So how you would get over to San Ramon is there's two different ways, right? Usually the way that I would go from San Francisco is I take 80 over to 580 right here. 580 is right there. You come down, and then I know of a little secret route into San Ramon because I grew up in San Ramon. So you can take these back roads here through Castro Valley, and it'll take you directly into San Ramon there. Otherwise, you just go down 580 and continue on the freeway up to 680. Now, you could also, if you're coming from, you can always go down 101 and take this route through Hayward too. But growing up, I always went this way, and you can always take your app and figure out which way on your MapQuest. But you basically take 580 to 680 north to get in there. And again, my secret little route right here is through Castro Valley. Let's see if I can get, Crow Canyon Road will take you all the way in. Now, depending on where you're going in San Ramon, you would take Norris Canyon or you take Crow Canyon. Crow Canyon is going to kind of take you into the main downtown area. Norris Canyon will take you more into the housing area, which is where people often live. Just depends. A lot of people live over here, not so much over here. They're kind of smaller, compacted houses. This is where the majority of the single family residences are. So now that you know how to get to San Ramon and where it's located on the freeway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about San Ramon. One of the draws to San Ramon is it's a newer city. It's got a little bit more space, and it's newer. Like when I grew up here, it was like a cow town. There was not much around, and it's totally built out now. So all of this whole section of San Ramon is pretty brand new. So it kind of ended Alcosta Boulevard, which is where I lived. This is all hills, right? So there's hardly any homes there before. Now all of this is like built up. Bridges Golf Course, I mean, all that's new in the last like 20 years because I'm really old. So I went to Cal High here. So we used to literally like cross the street here and knock over cows. It was like crazy. We would chase cows and it's just the stupidest stuff. And we'd go over to where Club Sport is up here, somewhere around here, Crow Canyon. And we would just ice block. It was just such stupid fun, but honest and safe, kind of safe fun back in the day. But yeah, it was a different world. So the thing that's the draw about San Ramon is a newer city. It's great. The schools are great. They're excellent. And there's lots of hiking and trails that you can go on. Like you can kind of see it's nestled amongst the hills, you know, like there's a ton of hikes that you can do over here. You can go down to like, you know, the Iron Horse Trail. You can ride like my dad used to run along the Iron Horse Trail every day of his life, you know, like 3 miles a day. You know, it's a great little running path and biking path. You can go to the community parks. I mean, look at, there's a bunch of parks here. You can see San Ramon, Athen Downs. This, I grew up going here. Super fun, you know, great for soccer. And I believe it's got a new, you know, structure. Yeah, exactly. Play structure. Like all this stuff is really new. So it's really awesome for the kids. You got Memorial Park, you got Central Park, San Ramon Ridge Park. There's just a plethora of parks and places. Rancho San Ramon Community Park. There's just so many places that you can take the kids. And that doesn't even get into the schools. Like Walt Disney has a park. You know, this is where I went to elementary school, and I went to Cal High here. So plethora of parks and places to do with kids. One thing to note about San Ramon is a bit of a windy city. So even though it's going to be hotter than it would be in, you know, San Francisco Bay is and Oakland, right about here where the Caldecott Tunnel is, the marine layer of fog, like that cooler weather tends to stop right here. And in San Ramon specifically, the way it's kind of nestled in between the hills, it tends to attract a lot of wind kind of coming through. So you'll see, like back in the day, we used to have 4th of July was a big event in San Ramon, and they would have the San Ramon Wind Festival, I think it was. And it was just, I mean, it gets really windy here. It can be very, very windy city and cooler at night. So something to kind of just be aware of. But like I said, there's a ton of things to do in San Ramon. It is kind of like a quieter town, like a sleepy suburban town. So you're not going to get a lot of action here. We do have, like now there is the city center at Bishop Branch. Bishop Branch is a business center that has a ton of great businesses. So here are some of the companies that are in Bishop Branch. Obviously, Chevron is number one, and I'm sure they're profiting off of the $6.79 gas per gallon we have to pay. You also have 24-Hour Fitness, BlackBerry, Prestige Film Technology, Pack Pizza, California Newspaper Limited. There's just a plethora of businesses here. So it's definitely a growing town as for business. And this is the official website at Bishop Branch. So you can kind of see the lake there, the community. There's lots of events that can happen here. How to get to work, discovering dining options and shopping. There's a lot of stuff that you can explore and learn more about. But it's a massive business center that has just a plethora of things, you know, that the community can partake in. And I would definitely recommend going here and kind of like seeing what they have going on. But it's pretty awesome business center. And they have a new shopping center as well. So let's center. So here we go. City Center. Yep. That's brand new. Hold on. Let me open it up. So you can kind of see here, this is the kind of main downtown to San Ramon. It's a really cool spot. It's a little bit different. San Ramon has always had an interesting downtown. It's a little bit like Castro Valley, like Danville, Walnut Creek, Clayton. I think that like they're the same developers. So they kind of developed in the same light. Whereas San Ramon didn't ever really truly have a great city center downtown, but now they have this, which you can see there are a ton of shops that you can shop at, Athleta, Bay Area Redwood, Equinox Gap, you know, all of these you can go and kind of shop around and see for yourself like there. But there's a lot of really cool places to go. And there's also a lot of really awesome dining too. It's just a little bit interesting because it's almost like you have to drive there and then, you know, park and almost like an LA city center. I don't know quite how to describe it, but it's not like it's similar to Walnut Creek, but different. So, it's really cool though. Like I can't really describe it. It's like almost like a urban where you drive there and you can't really walk other places like you could in like, Walnut Creek. You can kind of walk to the downtown restaurants, whereas here you kind of have to park and then you walk around and then you leave. I know it's kind of not really a great explanation of it, but like I said, it's fantastic. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit slightly different than you would have in like maybe Danville or Walnut Creek. Or even Lafayette. But again, this is like, it's a bigger town. So you can see all of these fantastic places to eat. I mean, you're going to like be really happy here. And like I said, I've been here, a plethora of times with family and friends and clients. And so I definitely recommend checking it out. Now, we talked a little bit about Windy City and the schools here. What is the big draw for a lot of people is the schools. So the schools you will have, the primary high schools here are going to be California High and Doherty Valley High. Now, these are nationally ranked excellent schools. I mean, they're fantastic schools. You will not go wrong with either. I think Doherty is like actually one of the top schools in the area. So, and this is a newer school. So I went to Cal High. It was like an older school, but now it's like brand new and beautiful. Lots of great sporting activities here. I actually swam here. They have an Olympic-sized swimming pool, great swim center. See if we can click on some pictures and see what it looks like. See my old stomping grounds. Yeah, it didn't look like this when I grew up there. I mean, and oh my gosh, look at that. That's so crazy. Bringing back memories. So this is the football field. It's totally different. Yeah, administration's the same. Theater. I mean, this is a great school. The swimming department, let's see if they have, you can see the view. Gosh, that's such a pretty view. Great school here. Lots of sporting, I'm surprised I don't have any swimming pictures. What the heck? I swam with Olympians here. So the swimming program when I was there is excellent. I can't speak for it now. I'm sure it's just as good, if not better. But Doherty Valley is up. It's going to be in the newer section of San Ramon. So these houses will be all new compared. Oh, maybe they moved the swimming section over here to Doherty. Wow. I had no idea. So yeah, you can see it's an excellent, beautiful school. There's just, I don't think too many people can complain about these schools. Football field. Yeah. It looks like they really upped it up over here. So, I could see why it would be top nationally ranked. So, yeah, highly recommended. Excellent schools. The elementaries are great too. You can see, you got Hidden Hills Elementary. There is Walt Disney, which is what I went to. Pine Valley is the middle school. So excellent schools. It's a great, super safe city. So you will not have any kind of problem here with regard to safety. I mean, obviously I always preface like no matter where you are, you always want to lock your doors and cars and just make sure that you have no, really important valuables in there. But you're gonna feel safer in here in this community. There's not a high rate of crime in here. And you can always go to Crime Spot to also figure all that out and what is convenient and safe for you. But again, I think that San Ramon has a lot to offer. It is a bigger city, so you definitely have to have a car in here. You are not going to be able to just walk places like you would in Walnut Creek or potentially Lafayette, where they have living downtown that's easily accessible. San Ramon will not be like that. So it's a much bigger city, and but there's lots of things to do here, and there's lots of great shopping. Like I said, you've got Home Depot here, you've got Costco and Target. Those are all main, really big shopping, I guess, places to shop. And Safeway, obviously, over there is a really good Safeway. I think there's a Safeway up here as well. But this is a little Golden Skate, I have to say. Roller skating is coming back, and I didn't even know this place still existed. But yes, I grew up in elementary school skating that. Look at that, Golden Skate. So fun. Yeah. So, I mean, I can't really say that many places have roller rinks, but San Ramon does, and it's awesome. I should probably take my kiddo here. So I highly recommend Golden Skate. We had some great times there. And again, lots of great restaurants. I think they're doing some construction. There used to be a place called the Marketplace, which is kind of downtown over here, in this area. Yeah, Bridges Golf Course is amazing. It's a really, I've actually golfed there one time. It's a fantastic golf course for golfers that know what they're doing. For me, I just got so frustrated. I picked up the ball and just started walking because it's actually really hard. Between, I think, the wind that comes in and also the way that the course is built, there's a lot of hills. So this could be a very challenging golf course. But yeah, I think, let's see. That brings back memory lane. Yeah, right down here. So Trader Joe's is another, yes, it's called the Marketplace, but I think that they're going to be like redoing this and putting housing in. So I don't think that you're going to be able to go here anymore. And there's a couple really good restaurants in there, but Trader Joe's is there. And then Central Park, which is like, used to be where the main downtown was. It was all down here. And this is near the Iron Horse Trail goes along here. And so you can kind of have a really great picnic area, picnic date and stuff like that here with the kids. A lot of the soccer games are here, and in the various parks of San Ramon. This is not the only one, but Central Park used to be the biggest park when I grew up there. And this is where that the Lot City Center is, which is what I was talking about earlier. And you got the San Ramon Marriott, which is the main hotel there. But yeah, this is San Ramon in a nutshell. Again, if you're going to be moving here or considering San Ramon, you definitely want to reach out to us because we can give you the ins and outs and show you the different neighborhoods, that will, you should consider. And just know here, the median price as of January 2021 for a single family residence is $2.1 million. So it used to be, as everybody knows, this real estate market has gone out of control and just crazy. So San Ramon used to be like $1 million neighborhood, and in the last 2 years, it's gone up like 600,000. So what used to be $1 million is now like a 1.6 million to upwards of 2 million. So a single family residence 2.1 as of January 2022 from the MLS. It's going to be pricier here, but you're going to have more space and it will be more affordable than Danville and Alamo, San Ramon. But the next best town over is going to be Dublin, and we can do videos on Dublin later. But that's just kind of a brief overview of San Ramon and what to expect when coming over here. Our team is happy to help you figure out how you can place your family and what areas would be good for you. But hopefully this gave you some good insight into living in San Ramon. All right, so there you have it, the details on what it's like living in San Ramon, California. If you're relocating to the Bay Area, we got you covered. Just feel free to reach out, DM, PM, email, whatever you feel comfortable with. We got you covered when coming on over here to the San Francisco Bay Area. And until next time, guys, thanks for hanging, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.